Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Breakout, brought to you by Purpose Wrestling. My name is Davil Klatz, and I've recently taken over the booking for Purpose Wrestling. And here is how we look. We currently have a roster of a good number of wrestlers, 24 to be precise, all based in the UK, ready to work for Purpose. Some work for other promotions, but a lot of them mainly work for Purpose. We have 3 tournaments currently planned that we're hoping to pan out and get some finalists by the end of our first 4 shows. We have our men's world title tournament currently at the quarterfinal stage, along with the women's world title tournament and the tag team title tournament round robin. The way this round robin is going to work, obviously the knockouts are kind of simple, but the round robin tournament, they're all going to face each other once, then the top 2 are going to face off to become our inaugural tag team title champions. But that is a ways down the road. What we have coming up is our first scheduled event, Breakout, in 18 days. So let's get to it. And we've got some plans already set up. So we can build up to that. We have some plans. So the first show, Breakout, will be a couple of the quarterfinal matches for the men's and women's tournaments. Some promos going on from the storyline that we started, but there may be some new ones starting to come through over the next few shows. And also the first 2 matches in the tag team round robin is planned as well. So we'll look to get those sorted once we get to the show itself. So we have tonight is our first show, which is Breakout. So now we go to breakout planning. Breakout planning, if I remember how this works, we've got nothing there. Availability, is everyone available? Everybody is available for breakout, so we've got no clashes, which is good. We want to see that one. Oh, what we got? Mail. Oh, so Danny Hope is now hired by UKW. So we did put UKW in, and they're stealing. Dave Rain's hired by Future Shock, as is Joey Hayes. Whew. How dare they? Completely understandable. Mark all red. That's right. Cool. Aren't we your booking team? I've got Dave Rain on my booking team. Look, it's Dave Rain. He gives me creative experience. That's quite a lot, right? So I've not put gimmicks for everyone, but some people have gimmicks loaded in, which there's a lot of people without gimmick, but we'll come to that at some point. We have one storyline written in. What we're going to do first, before we go to the show, is add another storyline, because we need another storyline here, and it's going to be a sunshine and models. So we want to have Sunshine Machine, which is TK Cooper and Chuck Mambo. And we want the models, which will be Danny Hope and Joey Hayes. So this is Sunshine Machine trying to stay. Sunshine Machine, babyface, face, and models heel. Hell, no, not hell, heel. Vying for top spot in the tag team round robin tournament. 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 Great spelling. It's great spelling. So Sunshine and Models. We've got Sunshine and Models. So we can start building that. And then we want to add a storyline. We don't need the other storyline yet. Looking at my plans, that comes in the fourth one? Yes. Yes, it does. Right. So we've got two storylines. If I just click advance a day, does it go to the thing? Shit, what have I done? Okay. Right. Plans are afoot. So it's time to plan our first show. Our first show, which is Breakout. Now the sim has finally finished. We can look to figure out what we're going to do in show number 1 to try and get us off on the right foot. So, looking at stuff we've got, we are giving nobody the night off. You are done everything you wish, yes, because we want everyone to have like locker room things and start getting on and stuff. So we'll select a generic venue for now because we're only got popularity 10. We have no broadcasters because there's no broadcasting deals, and we have no pre-show incidents, which is good. Booking team meeting. So between myself and Dave Rain, we've accumulated creative energy of 56. We came without any stored. Breakout requires 40, so we only have 16 stored, so we can't do any ideas, but we have enough for this 2-hour show, our opening 2-hour show being Breakout. So, locker room incidents. We have Aaliyah James was in a delightful mood and brought some great positive vibes to the locker room. She has an irrepressible personality and is currently happy. Nice. Great bringer of vibes is Aaliyah James. And Zaya Brookside has been getting ribbed a little because of how much she has started being influenced by Lana Austin, even taking on some of her mannerisms. Lana is professional, currently happy. Zaya is irrepressible and is currently happy. Okay. So Zaya and... I might make a note of this. Zaya Brook... I'm just going to put a notes column. Write notes. And we want to put on here Lana influenced. Okay, that could fall nicely into what we want to do. And Tommy Kyle and Sky Smithson have bonded recently. Tommy Kyle, as a professional, is currently happy, and Sky is professional as well. And head women's trainer Jim Hunter ran pre-show training drills to work on basics and safety for 6 students. Nice. And Dave Mastiff, the head men's trainer, ran pre-show training drills to work on basics and safety for 7 students. We had to get a list of these. So Tommy Kyle, Oisin Delaney, Crowbar, Charlie Carter, Frankie Vegas, Robbie Elias, and Big T Justice have received training from Mr. Mastiff. Locker room incidents have been completed. Address the locker room. I feel we want to have some team bonding. I think. No for now. So we can inspire, which make a big speech to try and inspire everyone to new heights of performance. Use sparingly on a receptive audience, it can be very effective, but used too often in the locker room will turn against you and may backfire. This is why I think team bonding is good, because it means you can bring together key members of the roster, ourselves, major stars, and locker room leaders, and try to build some team spirit. This can build friendships and loyalty in a good environment with the right personalities, but if there are any cracks in any of the relationships, they can become worse. Everything is good at the moment, so team bonding... Good. Strengthened a lot of relationships. Not going to read through all of them. We don't have until next week. So we've held the team bonding session, and we can now move on to booking the show. So let me bring up my notes. So there is nothing pre-booked for the event, which is fine. Now, I just want to put the matches in. We have Breakout. Oh, we don't want to adjust the show. It's 2 hours. That's fine. How do we go? Is it one of these? Office, book show, overview. Book show. So we're going to add a match. We're going to have a 1 versus 1 match. We're going to have these. The order of these may and likely will change. So we have Ashton Smith. Can we? Oh, Ashton Smith against Rob Elias. There we go. Save. Auto name. Put this to 15 minutes for now. And we'll come to these. I just want to put them in before I go into the agent notes and everything else. I just want to make sure that we've got it all booked in first. Add another match. Francisco. David Francisco. And Tommy Kyle. Tommy Kyle. Save. Auto name. And again, 15 minutes. Doesn't really have the stamina for it. Okay. No, well, let's knock this down then to 12. Tommy Kyle, 10 minutes total. Okay. Next match. Add match. There we go, thank you. Another one-on-one match. This time is going to be Gia Adams versus Aaliyah James. We'll save this. See if we can get that 15 minutes. My instincts tell me that Gia's going to struggle. What about 12? My instincts are telling me as well. Why would Gia struggle in a match of this length? Attribute? No. Skills. Maybe. Maybe. What about 10 then? Book. Okay, there we go. Next match is going to be a one-on-one once again. Harley Hudson. There we are. And April Davids. You can remove scouting again. Where? Where do I do this? Save. Can we get you to 15 minutes? Auto name. Yes. Is it under like a settings? Is it here? Scouting. Scouting. Where is scouting? I'll come to it in a second. Book the show. Concentration on the show. Adding another match. So we've got right next. Then will be tag team matches, 2-on-2. We won the Hunters. So where are we? Hunter, Jim and Lee Hunter. I'm sure it's Lee Hunter. There we are. Thank you. And against the models. So on Danny Hope. And we won Joey Hayes. Oh wait, can I not just that's singles view, any division facing all perception measures, that's okay. Doesn't matter. Save. That's also the Hunters versus the models. Can we get a 50-minute match out of these? We can apparently. Can we get a longer match out of these? Because it's a tag match. Ooh, we can do. One final match. Again, these orders can change. Sunshine Machine, Chuck Mambo, TK Cooper. We'll go against NIC. I'm trying to remember who NIC are. NIC. Bear with me. Cage match will help. The NIC. Tag teams. NIC. Charlie Carter and Oisin Delaney. Thank you. Charlie Carter. Oisin Delaney. Auto name. And there we go. Remembering things. So there's our 6 matches. Booking analysis screens, potential issues, ratio matches. So the show must be between 90 and 150 minutes. You are currently within those limits. Fans are expecting a show which is around 80% matches. Currently we have 100%, and so will be penalised. Well, it's a good thing we planned for some promos, or at least one. Add angle. So segment name. Francisco promo. Part 1. Bragging about win. That can be 3 minutes in the ring, angle, live, and it can be serious, and it can be scripted. Worker David Francisco. Role. Character development. Save those details. Add new part. Calling out Mastiff. Part length. 3 minutes in the ring. Worker David Francisco. And we want this being there's a thing for this, I'm sure. Is there a thing for like advancing? Like advancing a storyline? Would that be here? Storyline development, that's what we want. Save details. David Francisco, we want you cutting a promo. And we want Mastiff. Like backstage? Background player? Is that right? I don't know if this is right. I'm going to use the help section. Promo. Cutting a promo. Hey, Tattoo. How we doing, mate? We don't want brand split. We don't want this. We're trying to book a show. I think I'm just going to add that. Francisco. Brags about quarterfinal victory. Spoiler. And goes on to claim Mastiff doesn't deserve to be here given all the chances he has been given already. Book segment. I'm doing very well. I am an achy boy because my shoulder aches. Work is fun. And yeah, it's definitely good. How are you doing today, Mr. Tattoo? So opener will do Gia and Aaliyah. Then we have Sunshine Machine in the NIC. We then have David Francisco and Tommy Kyle with a Francisco promo. Going on about Mastiff. Or do we swap these tag team ones around? Yeah, let's swap the tag team. Can I just drag and... No, I can't drag and drop. Because that would be too easy. Let's just swap these about. Oh, nice! Which NASCAR race? So we're currently at 106. Oh, there was another thing that we wanted. Add angle. Part 1. Segment name. Models. Jump. Sunshine Machine. Because they're being nasty heels. Part 1. In the ring. We want... Is like attacker. So we want Danny Hope and Joey Hayes as the attackers. And we want TK Cooper to be a victim, along with Chuck Mambo. And that could be a 5-minute. The models, Jump, Sunshine, Machine. After their match to end the show. Fisticuffs. Save details. In the ring, type, content type. We want this to be storyline development. Save details. Live, angle, in the ring. We'll do it for 4. We'll do it for... No, we'll do it for 5 minutes. Rockingham, nice! And we want this to be right at the very end, which is why Sunshine Machine is main eventing. Booking analysis. What do you mean they're being used too much? Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. It's fine. Because now we're going to actually go into each of the matches. So as well as booking this, because we're booking, we can actually, say who's going to win. So we can do that here. In the Gia Adams and Aaliyah James match, the victor will be Aaliyah James. We want this to lift the crowd. Do we want to lift the crowd? Work the crowd? Good way to get fans primed tomorrow. Exciting matches. Concentrate more audience interacting than match quality. Lift the... we'll work the crowd here. We want this to be... And we want this to be a pinfall finish. And a clean win. So that's that one done. Book segment. What did it say here? Story. We want a storytelling match. Okay. Can we do that here with Sunshine Machine in the NIC? The victor will be TK Cooper. This is going to be... Where's the storytelling match then? This is going to try and steal the show. Try and put on the best match possible to steal the show. Receptive crowd. Oh, storytelling. There we are. says, set up or advance an issue or tell a story for how you had a worker or losing in street. You could aim this. Please note, this does not require an actual storyline to add to, nor will it create one. Fairly simple and safe, not to overshadow story being told. This is a good way to give the fans something different and to entertain. Right, so I won't do this here. We will have this as a spectacle. Steal the show. Yeah, so this can be steal the show. It can be a pinfall finish, and it's a clean win because we have stuff coming afterwards. Book that segment. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. That's why TK Cooper's getting the win. Ashton Smith and Rob Lias will do the storytelling match. The victor in Ashton Smith and Rob Lias is Rob Lias. This will be a flash pinfall finish out of the blue. And will... Do we have this a little bit more scripted? This will... No, we'll leave that up to them, I think. And we will look to... I don't know. What do we want to do? Using this note will negatively affect the overall... No, we won't do that one then. Keep it simple. We'll ask Rob to keep it simple. So we've got Rob winning that. Look at his little face. Hunter Brothers versus the Models. We've done this in completely the wrong order. Danny Hope can get the win here. Danny Hope will get the win. It will be a pinfall finish, and it will be a cheap win. Clean win. Clean win. And it will be a work the crowd sort of match. I think that'll work. That'll be fine. David Francisco versus Tommy Kyle. As I spoiled earlier, the victor will be David Francisco. He will look to have a another work the crowd, aim the match to get the fans involved in the end. Again, workers concentrate more on audience interaction than match. Yes, that sounds like a David Francisco one. So work the crowd. We will get a cheap win. No. We will get a submission finish. Why not? And a clean win for now. We're still in the first round. We don't want to go crazy. Book segment. Harley Hudson and April Davids. We will get the victor being Harley Hudson. This will be a regular match. We've already got that one in. Oh, I didn't put Harley in there. Add agent round. There we go. It will be a open match. And it will be a pinfall finish. Although the loser gets beaten, he has an excuse for the loss of the opponent cheats win, lost the new illegal weapon, using this note slightly lessens the loser pop. Yeah, we'll do a clean win. And we'll go from there. And that can be that match. Book. Sunshine Machine, NIC. So we've got that one booked. That's fine. Yes. And that's fine. Maybe we need to lower this then. Why is Chuck Mambo? Chuck. What's wrong, Chuck? Why are you... Like, your stamina's very good. Like, my high insight is basically... No, we're going to be fine. It's a tag match. That's fine. We're stealing the show. We want Harley Hudson, April Davids to build. We want to build it. We want to build the crowd here. lift the crowd just in case. Just in case they've gone down a little bit. Ashton Smith, we've got set up for Rob Lyas to win. Francisco's got his promo after beating Tommy Kyle. Hunter Brothers and the Models. That's set up for Danny Hope. And Aaliyah James is set to be the victor in the opener. So, we have our first card for Breakout. So, let's get to it. Start the show. So, we're not being penalized because we're at 90%. Sorry, I needed to double check. I think I've got everything right. Start the show. First match then. Gia Adams and Aaliyah James. In a poor match, Aaliyah James defeated Gia Adams in 10 minutes, 1 second by pinfall. Designed to work the crowd, was part of the Women's World Title Tournament. Wrestling rating of 19, crowd rating of 5. Being held in front of 98 people, that's not bad for a library. 20 segment rating. I could have done better as a road agent. Maybe I need to figure out this road agent nonsense. Because yeah, let's figure this out. So we got a 20 rating here. Gia Adams got 13. I'm also kind of keeping note of previous ratings, so bear with me while I go to my rating sheet. So Gia Adams got 13, and Aaliyah James got 25. Next segment is a 24 segment rating with wrestling of 32, crowd rating of 6. And a bout that had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. The Models defeated the Hunter Brothers in 1735 when Danny Hope pinned Lee Hunter with a catwalk kick. The match was designed to work the crowd. As part of a tag team tournament, Jim Hunter was off his game, and I could apparently have done better as a road agent. But we have some good ratings here. So Jim, even though he's off his game, got a 32 rating. And Lee Hunter got a 36. Danny Hope got a 27. And Joey Hayes got a 31. So that's not bad rating. Good wrestling rating. Better segment rating of 24. Crowd rating of 6. So the crowd are simmering. Simmering so far. Next segment then. David Francisco winning by submission against Tommy Kyle. In 10 minutes and 21, and it was designed to work the crowd. A part of the men's world title. Oh, that's a point. Can I go to... Oh, I can't go to previous segment. I'll double check that in a little bit, because that other one should have been part of the tournament, and hopefully it was. But David Francisco got a rating of 24, and Tommy Kyle got a rating of 15. So the right choices made for the winners so far. David Francisco debuted his fantastic gimmick and was adequate. Tommy Kyle's Top Gun of British Wrestling gimmick has got an initial rating of great. So that's 2 kings. But Tommy Kyle was really off his game. Madman Manson could probably have done a better job putting this match together. But segment rating of 20. Next up is the promo where David Francisco, because apparently I spelled amazing, bragged about his quarterfinal victory and goes on to claim Mastiff doesn't deserve to be here, given all the chances he's been given already. A segment rating of 18. Part 1 had 23, Part 2 of 15. And Dave Mastiff debuted his bastard gimmick and got a rating of very good. And the Better Than You storyline started with this segment. The angle got the crowd hotter, so where the crowd heat is hot and rising despite the 18 segment rating. Next up, Ashton Smith versus Rob Lyas. Rob Lyas getting the win. It had decent rating, but not much heat. 14:43 by pinfall with a fast roll-up designed to tell a specific story. Ashton Smith gets a rating of 26 for the match, and Rob Lyas gets a rating of 22 for a 22 segment rating and a wrestling rating of 24. The crowd are white hot at the moment, which is great. Next up, Women's World Title Tournament time. It is Harley Hudson versus April Davids. Subpar wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, but Harley Hudson defeated April Davids in 14:32 by pinfall, designed to lift the crowd. This is lift the crowd just in case, and it appears to have done completely the opposite because the crowd he is simmering down. April Davids gets a rating of 19, and Harley Hudson gets a surprising 14, dragged in the middle with a lack of flow noticeable, as the road agent Manson could have done better, and the match was poorly placed. The red hot crowd is not going to get excited for a match designed to gently lift them. Segment rating of 13, so that's probably, in fact it is, a mistake on my part with the order. So we need to remember next time to put the storytelling right before the main event, the steal the show. Because stealing the show, or attempting to steal the show, because it does bring out Hot and Rising. In a decent match, Sunshine Machine defeated the NIC in 20 minutes and 7 seconds when TK Cooper pinned Oishin Delaney. The match was designed so the wrestlers could go out and try to steal the show as part of the tag team title tournament, so that should be working fine. Charlie Carter got a rating of 26, Oishin Delaney 25, TK Cooper 32, and Chuck Mambo 25. So some good ratings, good wrestling rating and crowd rating. Chuck Mambo was visibly tiring towards the end, but the match got the crowd buzzing, dragged in the middle with a lack of flow being noticeable. Segment rating of 19, but good wrestling. We're doing good wrestles, good graps. This game's fun. We're basically playing a wrestling booker, and generally it's coming along all right. Next segment then was Danny Hope and Joey Hayes, the dastardly models, coming out to jump Sunshine Machine after their match and to end the show. And it advanced. Storyline has advanced with this segment, and it got the crowd white hot at the end with a segment rating of 21. So, wrap up for the show then. We have a overall rating of 19. We used Danny Hope and Joey Hayes far too much on this show, apparently. David Francisco was slightly overused, and the show benefited from a wide selection of angles and increased our popularity in one region. Do we get any extra stuff on that? We do not. So let's see what we can do. Finish the show. So the actual match of the night then was the Models against the Hunter Brothers and Rob Lias and Ashton Smith, and then the rest were kind of middling. I think that Rob Lias Ashton Smith one should have been a little bit higher, which may have lifted the Sunshine Machine NIC rating towards the end. But we're in front of 98 people, addressing the locker room. We then will be able to give some encouragement to people. So let's have a quick look. There were Ashton Smith lost. So let's try and lift him up because he did give a good performance. So we will compliment on a good performance. And there was also in the women's, oh no, Aaliyah won. The rest of the women's weren't that great. Who would it be? Because the Hunters lost, but Lee Hunter put in a great performance. So praise for a great performance. Make the speech. Ashton Smith is pleased, as is Lee Hunter. No injuries to review. Our financial report for the show, we lost 1,687. We made 392 in ticket sales, 102 in merch. Our workers cost 1,770. Show costs of 336. Marketing 75. Overall loss 1,687. Putting our post-show finances 97,067. Popularity recap. It's not increased our Southern England popularity, so that is still 10. And there is no media scrum because we're not large enough. That wasn't bad at all. That's not a bad first show. And we can move forward from that. That's for sure. Well, thank you for enjoying episode 2 of Becoming the Booker, where we become the booker of Purpose Wrestling. If you enjoy it, please leave a like, please subscribe, and generally, let's have some fun.